Hello, fellow YouTubers. LEGO AWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old, and today I'm finally taking a look at Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition 03 Optimus Prime. Getting this figure has been interesting because in March of 2023, I saw a bunch of people posting in my groups, check your GameStop, they have Gamer Edition Optimus. And I went multiple times and never saw a trace of him. And that was really annoying. It felt like I was the only one who couldn't find him. And I know that that's not the case. There were plenty of people who were unlucky like that. But it was just annoying to see so many people talking about it than for me to not see a trace of him. Then I heard that he was popping up at Walmart's, and that wasn't working out for me at first because the Walmarts in my area, they hate Transformers pretty much. The people stocking the Transformers there, I don't know what's going on there, but it's nothing new. But I went to a Walmart that I hadn't been to before just a couple days ago, and I went and they had him. And I somehow almost missed him. I glanced over him, but right when I was about to leave, I looked back at the Transformers section and I looked and I saw the design for this picture for him right here, and I was like, oh my goodness, they have him. So, of course, I had to get him on the spot. So with that out of the way, take a look at the packaging. Windowless opening. It says Transformers War for Cybertron. It's interesting that they're doing this in the Studio Series line, but whatever, as long as we're getting stuff based on those games. Even if this line, from what I've heard, this is my first taste of the line, really. I haven't gotten any other figures out of the box, but from what I've heard, it kind of goes downhill after him. I'll see what I think. But I am still excited about the idea of them doing designs from these games. There is on the side of the box. There is on the back in robot mode and vehicle mode. It says K-On! Prison Break. It says Optimus Prime enacts a plan to be captured by the Decepticons in an effort to save Zeta Prime. Here he is with the gazillionth matrix of leadership. Here he is on the side. So yeah, let's go and get into this. So here we have Gamer Edition Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode, and I just feel obligated to show it off. Here's the weapon storage. The axe, not great. The gun looks okay on here, but I definitely prefer him like this. Overall, this is a really nice alt mode. I mean, I love the design in the game. I like how it's still bulky. You can tell it's Optimus Prime, but it still feels different because he's a lot more sleek. And I really dig that design. Now, the figure, this vehicle mode is almost perfect. There's just one thing, and that's the hand sticking out the back. I'm sure everybody watching this has heard about this already, but yeah, that's definitely a bummer because it's really the one thing. I'm hard-pressed to find anything else to complain about with him. He's painted well, nice red and silver, got the blue, and then here's the smokestacks here. The wheels are pegged on, but I don't think they look too bad, and he rolls surprisingly well. So I'll definitely give him points for that. So yeah, overall, really solid vehicle mode. I don't have a ton to say about it, other than just I think it's really nice. So now we can get on to the transformation. And the transformation for this guy is really cool. So first off, just go ahead and untab these. Pull them out to the side. Go ahead and fold this up. Then untab it from the arms. Then lift it up. And go ahead and split the legs. Then rotate the wheels in. Then one thing I want to mention, I don't know if this is a common issue, but when I grab the foot like that, it seems to just be on the right foot, but when I grab it like that, it pops off. So if you do have that issue, just have your finger right there, then just kind of rotate it down with your thumb like that. Again, I don't know if that's a common issue, but just felt I should mention it. then you shouldn't have any issues. Go ahead and fold the shins down. You fold these down. Pull out the smokestacks. Go ahead and split the arms. Fold them out. Rotate this up. Rotate them at the waist. Go ahead and just untab these. Just gonna get this past. Fold this forward. Rotate it. Rotate these around. And fold this up. Then collapse that section. Then there's some tabs right here. It's not the greatest grip, but basically just tabs into that slot right there. I really like the sliding joints though. We just don't see that a ton, and I think it's cool. Going to rotate the arms and fold them down. And there you have Gamer Edition Optimus in his robot mode. And just like with the vehicle mode, I really like this robot mode. First off, the head sculpt, really nicely sculpted and painted. Definitely looks like how it did in the War for Cybertron game. And the shoulders are actually more accurate to the model than the 2010 War for Cybertron Deluxe Optimus. I don't have that figure, but I've seen pictures and videos of it. And these definitely do fit the bill more. To be fair, this figure is more recent, but that figure still looked pretty impressive. Has some nice orange Autobot symbols on both shoulders. Paintwork on this guy is really nice. Not too many missing painted details or sculpted details that I can see. The wheels stick out the back. That definitely makes me happy. He cleans up fairly well. Just all in all, I'm really happy with how this guy came out. So to get into his weaponry, here we have this gun right here. And I know a complaint about it is that you can't peg it onto his hand. The way you have to attach it is to take the lower arm off and then peg the gun on. I don't mind this because this is how it worked in the game where their arms would transform into their weapons, but I can understand not liking the swap gimmick. For me, at least here, it's not as bad as with the Studio Series Clunker Bumblebee, where the arm just fell off all the time as a result of that feature. But here, the arm doesn't have any issues going back on, so I'm okay with it, but it's also good that they revised that issue. And we have his axe right here. It's alright. It's not the greatest axe ever, but it's okay. Now to attach it, you have to take it apart. Just go ahead and slot it into this hand. Just go ahead and attach this on the bottom. And the way I like to pose him is with the axe kind of over his shoulder, because I don't know, I just think that's a cool look. And then another feature he has, this isn't anything revolutionary, but you open up the chest and there's the Matrix of Leadership inside. It's a decent matrix. Now for his articulation, head is on a ball joint. Get really nice range of movement on that. Can look up and down, side to side, right and left. Then the shoulders, they can do a full 360. They can go out to the side that far. You have a bicep rotation. The elbows can pull off a smidge over a 90. Has a waist joint. Legs can go forward that far, back that far. They can go out to the side, that far. He has a thigh rotation, knee bend, which is pretty much exactly at 90. Maybe not quite, but basically there. Then he has ankle pivot and a little bit of backward movement. So posability on this guy, honestly, it's really good. You can definitely get him in some good poses. So let me see. I think I covered the vehicle mode, transformation, the robot mode, overall look, and posability. I think that pretty much does it for this figure. Now, I don't have a display to put him on yet, but I'll do a little something for the final thoughts here. And I just had to recreate the cover art from War for Cybertron. No, it's not perfect because I don't have a small machine gun, and that only comes with Barricade, who I don't have yet, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to get him. A part of me wants to, just to be completionist with this line, but another part of me doesn't, because I've heard he's not a very good figure at all. And it's a bummer that, from what I've heard, again, this is the only figure that I've actually experienced from this line so far, but just people generally say this is the only good figure in the line, and it's just downhill from there. And that's really a shame, to start off with such a strong figure and then to really go downhill. And it's also a bummer because I love both of the Cybertron games, and I was looking forward to them getting modern treatment in the toy line. Now, from a review I saw, the Starscream definitely looks better than I initially thought it would be. And why is that a surprise anymore these days? That's kind of the rule as opposed to the exception, that a figure is a lot better in hand than when we get initial images of it. So, Starscream might be decent. I might get him if I get the chance. We'll have to see. And who knows? I haven't cracked out Megatron or Cliffjumper yet. I might end up liking those two. We'll have to see. But anyway, with that tangent out of the way, overall, I definitely recommend getting this figure, without a doubt. That he looks amazing in his alt mode and robot mode. Transformation is really fun. He's got good posability and paint and sculpt. Just overall, really, really nicely done figure. You can tell a lot of love was put into this guy. The only problem is getting him nowadays, because, as I mentioned, getting this guy was really a pain for me, because I didn't get him pre-order, which, I guess that's kind of on me, but I saw so many people posting about finding him in GameStop, and I just never could. And when I found him at another Walmart the day after Christmas, that was really lucky, because this guy goes for high prices on the aftermarket. And that's pretty annoying, because he skyrocketed the moment he came out and hasn't really gone down too much since then. And that's just kind of a problem with Transformers. A lot of modern Transformers is that it seems like they skyrocket right when they come out. But if you are able to somehow get this guy for a good price, don't hesitate. I definitely recommend it. So that was a rather long final thoughts, but hope you've enjoyed this review, and let me know what you think in the comments. So if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and God bless.